Good morning. This is Sailor the Piper Man. Yeah, Piper the Sailor Man coming to you from the island of Puerto Rico early in the morning uh, with my Peterson pipe and Q1. And of course, my black coffee in my black cup. I usually have a late night, but I decided to have a couple of smokes and early in the morning. I had one already. This is my second. I got a third one coming. Irish casket. The reason it's got I think a little Perique, if I'm not mistaken, and I've been watching Mr. Reeves for blender for C&D. It was really insightful. I hadn't seen these videos. They might have been online for a while. I have not seen these videos. Here's some Irish casket, brand new tin. I have another one that I opened up like 6 months ago. I have half full and I left it there to let it age a little more. Last time I tried it, it was kind of like harsh. It might have been me. Oh, this is good. Coffee cinnamon. Really nice. And so I want to see how this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth smoke in my Mr. Bragg. This is the last smoke on this for a while. It's about a month. I say that, then I might turn around and say, the heck with it. I love the pipe. I love this little pipe, man. I don't know. I saw it, fell in love with the shape on the Zulu. You know, it's like, I don't know. You know, you personalize it. It's big enough that I can smoke small enough. And clincher pipes are very much like that with my clincher pipes. This one I'm doing a half bowl. Half bowl. The one thing about Q1, I can sit it down and let it sit there for an hour, come back and relight it, and basically that aromatic is just an excellent blend that it tastes the same. So here it goes. This is the now before I used to light it up with matches. I don't have. Yeah, I found one, but I decided I'm using a different method now of inhaling this particular type of tobacco. They usually take long draws. I mean, huge draws. Now, this smells great. I can tell you right now, it's a strong tobacco. It's not for amateur. Yeah. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read. I'm tasting Burley, Cavendish. I'm not tasting Latakia at all, a little Perique. It's some Oriental. So I could be wrong. Well, that's what I'm tasting. Well, the good thing about it, I've smoked 3 different types of tobacco and it hasn't ghosted on me. And, early in the morning, we had some rain last night. Last night got humid. And I must have fell asleep watching a Quincy Jones video. My wife left to work, didn't even wake me up. Woke up around 3 o'clock in the morning. And I gotta wear the oxygen mask for at least an hour. I'll do that while I'm watching First Take and watching some sports debate shows. I don't want to watch news right now. This is strange. I have a cinnamon coffee. This is the first time. Cinnamon coffee. My wife buys these caps. It's a company that they do all kind of blendings and really interesting. I sense it's like a tea coffee type. Well, I've always associated cinnamon, but they must know what they're doing because it tastes great. It's actually 79 degrees. Can you believe it? Year round, Puerto Rico's about 84 degrees. And, you know, pretty quiet. You got a little cat running around. Hi. So, well, the pipe passed a quality control test. Mine, you know, got to let it rest for a while. Really nice. If you're a kid clinch and you like small pipe, you like Zulu shape, I highly recommend it. It's nice. For 50, I looked at the sheet, cost me $43 plus shipping, ended up to be like 51. Fantastic. I can talk, smoke, and walk around the house with it. It's just great. But I guess I'm like that with everything I like. I guess when you have a positive attitude, you speak positive about everything. You try to anyway. Subconsciously, I've just been like a good time in my life. You know, I don't have to worry about bills. You know, making payments, and I'm not in debt. I don't have the government over me. You know, I don't have many friends except you guys, but I live in a tranquil life, you know. about anybody to myself. It's just a different time of my life where I can serve my God and be positive. I don't know if you guys know this. I have another Global Prayer Warriors who we actually I get in there most of each days I do pray, and I called other people to pray. You know, not everybody's in the same situation. Some are really hurting spiritually, and a lot of our problems are spiritual problems. Why don't things go wrong? Why don't things go right? A large percentage of the time it's the decisions that we make. Right. You smoke your pipe, you get to think. Hopefully you know how to do critical analysis, be analytical and at the same time rational, and really think about whatever decision that you have to make, short term and long term. Whatever decision you make now, you got to look at the long term consequences of those decisions. For example, I'm just using this. I always do this because this is a big part of my life. When I went in the military, I made a conscious effort to be a medic. My mind wasn't, I'm going to go shoot somebody, I'm going to be a sniper. You have to think about it. When somebody says to me, I want to go into the military and be a sniper, you're already going in with the premeditated notion that you're going to go kill somebody. And I say, what's up with that? What kind of mentality? I want to go into the military to be a sniper. What are you telling me? Nobody says, I'm going to be a sniper so I can sit there and never shoot anybody. I never want somebody in my sights, but yet I want to be a sniper. It's a different story. You tell me, I would like to shoot competitively using guns and become part of the U.S. shooting Olympic team. But when you start talking about snipers, first thing is when you shoot somebody with a sniper, tends to be clinical. You're not close to the target. It's not like you're taking a bayonet and taking somebody out. It's at a distance, so you're not right there. You're very far away, and it tends to be clinical, much like a video game. So when somebody tells me they want to be a sniper, essentially what you're saying is, I want the potential to kill somebody, man. That's tough. I'd be like, what? How is he wired? I'm gonna tell you. I'm thinking about it, like, wow, man. And being that I've had vast experience, very different being operating a drone when you get a kill shot at a car or something like that, than you actually being there and hitting somebody with a red eye RPG right there, boom, blowing them up to bits. It's a totally different way of experiencing a kill. Same thing like when you at Balboa Hospital, when you're going through certain training, you're there, you're doing triage. The guys got all kinds of stuff to emulate bullet wounds, compound fractures, whatever. And then there's a difference in real life. You're going to react differently when you're hearing all the screaming and the other chaos, and you have to function under that situation. Very different than it's all clinical and it's all set up, and you got to do CPR, and you got to, you know, tag somebody with an IV. It's very easy. When you're on the field and everything is going, you gotta hit somebody with an IV and you can't find his vein. You better know what you're doing, man. You know, one thing sitting in the class, another thing you're out there. You're exposed to fire. You're exposed to. I mean, it is shell-shocking experience. That's why I have post-traumatic stress disorder, or constantly being under anxiety and stress. But now I'm, all the rehab and all the time that I've had to wind down, and good things happening to me, the majority is spiritual. Thanking the good Lord for all the blessings He's given me. You know, I'm still a caring person, but it's out of my control. There's a lot of things now that are out of my control. So I can only control what I can control. So I've been able to let go. Let go, let God. That's it, man. Can't. I raise my children right. I hope they do right. They're living in different parts of the world. I'm not in control. Gotta let go. My wife is always on, how is so-and-so doing? How is my daughter doing? Oh, so. I said, you gotta let go, baby. You raise them up right. People have reinforced that. And two of my kids went into the military, did their time. So I know they can handle themselves, My other son is very intelligent. He didn't go into the military, but very intelligent. So I just got one wayward daughter. She doesn't know what to do with herself. The other phone ain't bad. I love her. She's a sweet doll. But she still hasn't found a place. Sometimes a child doesn't find a place until later on in life. As long as you don't do destructive things, let them be. Some find themselves later on in life. I did. Some people find themselves later on, and some people don't find themselves at all. They can't cope. Try to get a treatment, try to get them psychoanalyzed. I wouldn't know what to do. Tell them choose to live. Choose to be good. If you can't help yourself, go help somebody. Focus in on something that you really enjoy, really love, and don't think about yourself. Just go all out into it, Lights up, little. Getting back to tobacco. So Mr. Reeves from C&D was talking about his experience prior to him becoming a blender. He was working in a tobacco shop. He was working with cigars. He wasn't really sure that's what he wanted to do, being totally involved in it. He said there was a guy that was always in the street corner panhandling, buying, so he can get a cigar, a $2 cigar. And every day he would come in at the end of his panhandling, whatever money he had left, he'd come in and buy a cigar and smoke a cigar in the cigar lounge. You can't, no matter what the person looks like, you can't deny him a cigar. You can't deny him whatever. So he had that customer, but then he also had a high class lawyer, downtown lawyer. To hire him, you're gonna need a lot of money to get him to work. High price, sharp dressing, would come in and buy cigars. So one day, they both met for the first time in the cigar lounge. And they were both smoking cigars, and he was observing. Mr. Reeves was observing them, how, the attorney and the cigar, the other guy, the guy was a panhandler, where he just enjoying their company, talking to each other about cigars, about tobacco. And they had such a great time that they made an arrangement to meet at a certain time so they could sit together and smoke their cigar. That's when he knew. That's what I like. I like the fact that there is something, tobacco, that brings people together. And it's stages, because you pick a cigar, you try a cigar, if you like it, you stay with it, or pipe, you stay with it, and it leads you to the next level, which is enjoying it with someone else. Having a good time, then you make relationships, and then it continues to develop and grow depending on where your passion leads you. Right now, my passion is leading me to study more pipe blendings, to study more on blendings, on tobaccos. Right now, I'm doing a research on Vulcan blends. And there's a kit that CD sells, which I plan to get, and you can experiment. You can experiment with those kids and come out with your own blend. So go do that. That's it for now. Oh, by the way, they smoke great together. I'm so happy. And the draw I'm getting out of this is wonderful. How it hits the back of my throat. Wonderful. Listen, guys, you guys have a wonderful time. Have a great day. Have a great smoke. Stay positive. Say your prayers. Take out time to meditate. Oh, I gotta do that meditation video. You just remind me I have so many that I'm glad you guys are there. I can talk and hopefully you can respond. These are cinnamon coffee. Not bad. Well, this is Sadie the Piperman, Piper the Sandman, coming to you from the island of Puerto Rico. Please have a wonderful day and be careful on the road. Till next time.